This is going to be a rather weird video because I have never done something like this, but it's a short report of my half-a-year ownership of this beautiful MV Agusta Stradale 800. I have bought the motorcycle in rather bad condition and I have paid about 5,500 euros. The problems with the motorcycles were that first, the front light is damaged over here or broken. The rear lights, some of the LEDs are dead as well. I don't remember if it is this one or the other one. But basically these Stradales have a common problem that the inner LEDs are burning out, and this lamp itself is not serviceable. There are some hacks how you can dismount the lamp and replace the LEDs. I might be able to do that, or maybe I just replace entire lamp. Then when I bought the motorcycle, one of these screws, I don't remember which of them, was completely missing, so it just indicates of how rough this motorcycle was handled. And there are some small cracks and small scratches all over the place, like for example this one or over here. We can also see some bumps somewhere here. I don't remember all exact details, but anyway, the motorcycle was in a pretty rough state. At that time the mileage was about 9,000 kilometers, and I was driving for a while and it was a nice experience. So I was riding the motorcycle and enjoying her quite a lot till like 10,000 kilometers, and then rolling into 11,000 kilometers. And then I started to feel that the motorcycle is not smooth enough, and there were some problems with the clutch. Sometimes it would slip on, sometimes I could not stick on the gear I want to, and finally I started to get some gearbox locked down. So I thought that it's time to go for the big service, which is supposed to go at 12,000 kilometers. At the service, they have figured out that the clutch housing was completely destroyed inside the engine, and the small pieces were floating around in there, and that was causing the gearbox lockdown. So I was lucky enough that the engine itself did not break, and a part of the clutch housing, nothing else got broken. And also this clutch housing was recalled by MV Agusta back then because it was a factory defect. So I have got the clutch housing for free from the MV Agusta factory, but I still had to pay for the mechanical work and for the service itself. That costed me somewhere close to 2,000 euros. So all in all for this motorcycle I have paid about 7,500 euros. What I think about it? Was it a good investment? Was it a bad investment? If you enjoy riding a motorcycle, I think it was a good investment. Of course it was a hassle that I had to make these fixes, but I also think that it is partially because the previous motorcycle owner was treating her pretty bad. What I don't like is that the spare parts are pretty much non-existent on eBay, and replacing this lamp would cost me about 500 to 600 euros. That's why I'm still waiting. And of course I also don't like that the rear lights are not serviceable, and they are also pretty expensive and you can't really find them on second hand because this model is so rare. Other than that, the mechanic also updated the ECU, or electronic control unit, firmware or software while doing the service, and after that the motorcycle felt like a completely different thing. It was way much smoother, way much more responsive for the throttle, and I enjoyed it much more. Sadly, the weather is getting a bit too cold here, and I can no longer ride it this year, but she's gonna stand here, well packed, and wait for the next year until I can jump on and take a few extra miles. Previously, I had only Japanese bikes. I had a chance to ride a Ducati Monster and try some other motorcycles. I would say that this one feels very much different, but also very similar to Yamaha XSR 900. When I was trying Yamaha XSR 900, I felt that the motorcycle was a bit too small and the seat was not comfortable for me. MV Agusta Stradale is slightly higher than the Yamaha. It also has a bit more horsepower, and overall I feel like it's a better motorcycle for me. But of course, if you want a new motorcycle with no hassle and no problems with the repair and spare parts and all the stuff, Yamaha XSR 900, especially the 2022 model, is a better option. That's gonna do it. I'm not sure if the audio is okay, if it's horrible because I'm recording outside in a parking lot with my pathetic phone, but if the audio will be okay, I will upload it onto YouTube. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.